Not guaranteeing this will happen, but there is a real possibility that Caleb Love could return to Arizona next year. I did not think that that was going to be the case. I don't think anybody did, but here's the deal. Caleb Love likes the U of A. They like him. He's been a model teammate, and he's going to, obviously he's going to get feedback, but there is a very real chance that Caleb Love could be the starting shooting guard at the University of Arizona next year.
So here's the thing. Like, remember a couple of years ago, there were rumors Ben might come back. Those were never true, right? Like, Ben was always leaving. When Zoo left, he was leaving. Like, you just knew. This is different. I will say my mom is very upset about Umar. She's blowing up my phone. I will say that there's people in this camp that believe his NBA feedback will be a little better than some people think, that like he could go in the second round. If that happens, there's a chance that he goes, to the NBA. Right. But there's also a chance that feedback is not good. He loves Arizona.
Yeah. And they love him too.
And they love him. So if that feedback isn't good, let's say he gets it back, let's just say 2 weeks, right? And it's not good. I would say that it probably becomes 60-40 that he leaves. It's not leaning towards coming back now. It's leaning towards leaving.
Very real, and it grows.
But this is a real thing.
Right. This is a very real thing. And people are asking, what exactly does that mean for the players on the team? Essentially, Sheer and I were talking about this. If he comes back, then you won't see Boswell and Bradley on the team, in my opinion. I believe that one of them and preferably, I would like to have Jaden Bradley. And again, we'll talk about somebody else here in a second. But Jaden Bradley, KJ Lewis, and Caleb Love with Josan Sanon coming off the bench. Sign me up for 2. And again, another thing too is that, he would be on a little bit of I think a better roster per se. I think that he would also be able to, hopefully rein things in a little bit, but I would love to have Caleb Love back, because you got to remember this. Sure, he's flawed and everything, but he was still a Wooden Award player. I mean, he was a top 10 player in the country by that metric. Caleb Love, to me, that's one of those ones. Sure, he's not a perfect player, but I would love to have him back.
My mom is like, can't Arizona find more money? He's my favorite. Poor Tina.
Right.
Poor Tina Shear. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Like, if Caleb comes back, I think people need to be prepared that someone's going to leave or decommit or whatever it may be. Right. Kylan could leave. Jaden could possibly leave. I think Arizona would prefer Jaden. I would say this, Josan Sanon, he has not signed.
Right.
Admitted, he has not signed. He could very well say, you know what, I'm going elsewhere. Right? Like, there's a possibility. There is no possibility. It will happen. If Caleb Love returns to Arizona, someone is leaving. Right. Whether it's Sanon, Boswell, Bradley, someone is leaving. It would not be KJ Lewis, because KJ Lewis, I think, is a lock to start at the 3 next year.
Yeah. So again, we just wanted to pass along the information for you. This is something too that I did not see possibly happening, but the more time goes on as well, the more of the likelihood that he could come back, because again, there is when you like being at a place, when the school likes you as well, that's kind of a hard thing to turn away from, especially in this day where you can take the COVID year and make a lot of money. And, who knows what happened. I will say this, that, and this is just speculation, but I would, if he were to come back, I would imagine that I would say it's more than likely that Kylan Boswell would be the one who would probably leave over Jaden Bradley. That's just a guess. But
I would agree with that 100%, because based on what they have said for the roster this year, upcoming year, Bradley's the point, Boswell's the 2. You're not having Boswell running the point again. You just can't do it.